and welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to another From Zero to Hero series episode. And we're here for the Singapore Grand Prix. Finally, after a week break, we're back into the action, and as always, we'll start our Singaporean Grand Prix with checking our inbox. And I say this at the very start of the video, I'm a little bit ill, and yeah, please pardon me for this rusty voice, if you can call it like that. But let's start then with Mark Webber, our manager, and he is telling us a little bit about the Singaporean racetrack itself. And yeah, this circuit is pretty fun to drive around. Well, we'll see about that. The walls are very, very, very close to you, and I personally think it's just a matter of time when you crash into the wall at some corner. But we move forward to our physiotherapist, Sophie Lemon, and she tells us that she's tired. With 5 races to go this season, and that's a very important thing to mention. Yes, only 5 races, including this one. So Singapore, Japan, Mexico, Brazil, and the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Only 5 races and 5 qualifying as a consequence. But we'll stay together until the very end. I don't know if I like this or not. Let's just move to our engineer and see what he's up to. Race number 15, Singapore. Yeah, as I said, a very tight track with the walls super close to your car. And he suggested we should try to take it easy during the qualifying and the opening stages of the race. Yeah, that's a good advice really around here, because turn 1 is can be an absolute mess if you sand it on someone there. So yeah, thanks for that, engineer. And we move on to our stretches, and we all know that he loves to come up with strategies that just don't work at all. But here, it's a medium to hard strategy, so I will agree with him. Yeah, because this is basically the best strategy this season. And our final man is our news man. And wonderful news! Yeah, special liveries for this GP and for the rest of the season. And for every single team, and McLaren, our team will test our new side pods. I wonder how they look like, and if they're good enough, they can use them in the 2024 season. And now it's time to go out on track and see what we can do there with our new side pods in Singapore. See you there. And whoa, just look at our car. It just looks amazing with its blue stripes, our new side pods, and yeah, our 81 number. Wow, yeah, our team really did a grand job on doing this, and maybe we'll use something like this in our 2024 season with slight adjustments, or maybe not. Maybe our creativity team will come up with something else. But we start our first flying lap. The track, well, I probably don't need to introduce it. It's very, very difficult, even on this cars, with so much downforce. Yeah, every corner basically you need to watch out for walls, for every breaking point where you can mess up and like this is nearly crash into the wall. So Lando sits up there in P12 with Ocon and Schumacher very closely matched in P9 and P10. But for us, back to our view, the lap was okay, I think. So maybe we can, shoot up there around Lando and the two Alpine cars. Remember, we are rivals. We are battling for P5 in the Constructors' Championship, and it's a personal best lap time, but it puts us only in P17. Well, we'll try again in our second flying lap. Again, a little track guide, if you can call it like that. So of course on this straight, ERS and DRS on the settings, no need to brake in that corner as well. Here, such a brake around 50 meters before the corner, and basically every turn here is around 50 meters before the corner. Here, brake, then a little bit of throttle and a hard brake to make sure you don't mess up in the chicane. Here, I recommend you to, move to the right a little bit to make it in the corner. But yeah, this track is so fast, and I'm just slow to explain everything to you. But let's skip to this corner, 50 meters again, and we touch the wall and spin out. You don't need to do that. Yeah, I've just misjudged the corner. Again, like in the Friday practice session, I had a similar crash, But we'll go again and ignore our broken front wing, like in good old days. Yeah, here in the first corner, I really suggest you to brake early. You can't over brake in this corner. Yeah, because the straight before it is a very high speed straight, if you can call it like that. And there is no need to carry as much speed through the corner as possible. Yeah, there you just brake nice and early, and you won't miss the apex. But we're in the middle of the second or third already. Yeah, third flying lap. It was more or less acceptable so far. Now let's see where we'll end up. Looking at the track, not from a racing perspective, it's very, very beautiful. All these corners, trees around it, and the track itself, especially at night. Yeah, we had a practice session, of course, at night, at the time of the race, and it just looked awesome. Yeah, these lights just reflect on your car. You can't really describe it with words, but you'll see this in the race and make your own opinion. But we are on our last qualifying lap. Yeah, our previous one didn't really improve a lot, but here I tap the wall again, and of course the lap is ruined, but I will push until the very end. Nevertheless, I just don't want to crash again, of course, but anyways, miracles happened. Maybe our lap before that crash was pretty fast to put us somewhere. Right now, going through the lost corner, yeah, it's already too late. And we qualify in P17, not bad at all, I think. Let's go through our qualifying results then. And Alonso with a surprising pole out of nowhere. Yes, Stroll is in P13 and Alonso the same time as Hamilton. And he qualifies the Mercedes, man. Absolutely awesome to see Fernando up there. Then the two Ferraris, Leclerc and Sainz. Max Verstappen from Red Bull. Then Russell, Perez, the current championship leader, is on a back foot this race, only P7. Then Ricciardo with a stunning performance sits in P8. Then the two Alpines, as I said earlier, P9 and P10 for them. Tsunoda, Norris in P12. He qualifies us. Then Stroll, Latifi, Gasly, Magnussen, myself, Bottas, Joe, and Alexander Albon. But that's it for the qualifying. And I will see you in the race. It's going to be exciting. Don't miss it. Before we continue, let me ask you one question. Are you subscribed to the Monoposto F1 World channel? If the answer is no, let me show you how you can do that in just 5 seconds. Yes, 5 seconds of your time and a massive support for me. Let's do this. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Subscribe. All notifications, like to the video, and it's only 5.5 seconds of your time. Now let's get back to the video. And we're here on the grid under the night skies of Singapore. And as I said, just look at the cars, look at the track, look at all those lights. And it's just amazing to race here, but we go to 5 red lights for round number 15 of the 2023 season. Lights are out and away we go, and we had a terrible start. Bottas jumps us right from the start. We take it easy into turn 1, everyone survives it, and we try to go around the outside of Bottas, but instead we lose a place to Joe, and Albon also had a go at us, but we are on medium tires. We can let these soft tires runners go and take advantage of our medium tires later in the race. But we overtake Joe with a nice move around the outside. He was caught up behind his teammate, I guess, and we overtake him as well. Our car is flying, maybe that's our new side pods. But I see a move on Latifi. We need to take it. Come on! He just hits us, and we're in the barrier once again, and we've just been wiped out of the track by that Williams car. And so we need to start it all over again, sitting stone dead lost. But it won't be for long, as we go for a move on Valtteri Bottas for P19, taking DRS and absolutely flying away from him. Next up is Joe, as we set our fastest lap of the race. Oh, there is a big pile up here, or maybe just a traffic jam, I think. The Alfa Romeo was facing the wrong way. This is only to our advantage as we move up into P18. But these two cars are battling it out, and we overtake Ricciardo in a beautiful manner. Then, with the help of ERS, we go past Lance Stroll. Yeah, Stroll is struggling in his Aston Martin, and we move up into P16. Watching Latifi and Max. Oh, we tapped Magnussen. He just rammed into Latifi, and Latifi wiped him out into the wall. Yeah, just as he did to us on that lap 1. But by the way, stewards decided to not punish anyone for that incident. And well, maybe it was my fault, maybe it was Latifi's fault. Yeah, just like that. But the Gasly is slow as well as Latifi on the hard tires. Just overtakes him after the straight. And we tried to go for a similar move on the Frenchman, but only now we squeeze him in the last corner and move up to P14 as Magnussen went into the pits. So lap 4, we overtake one of our rivals' cars. Mick Schumacher is now behind us. We are in P13. We're making good progress, you know. Latifi is always one step ahead of us, because now he puts Tsunoda in between us, and as we overtake Tsunoda and ram into the back of Latifi again, just to make sure he doesn't feel comfortable. But again, a lot of people already pitted, and I think including Norris, because he's on the hard tires. I have no idea how he's up there in P3. Maybe that incident also involves someone from the leading group, because just look at this. Yeah, Paris, Verstappen, Hamilton, all the way down the order. We're chasing Latifi, and oh, our steering wheel! Again, why? Why are you turning off? At some critical moments. And we let the 2 Red Bulls go, as Russell is right behind us. He will try to overtake us, I think. I don't really want to defend, you know, but I don't want to lose time either. And he goes for a move, but we block it. Yeah, I enjoyed the battle with one of the fastest cars in the peloton. We got a little help from the 2 Red Bulls ahead of us, but our tires are pretty worn out, and Russell gets through. And actually at the end of lap 7, Ocon and Schumacher overtake me, and I decided to go for a pit stop lap. The start of lap 8, a perfect time to go into the pits and break our ERS. Right at the pit entry, we switch on to the hot tires. Our ERS gets repaired, and we still have some minor floor damage, but we have the freshest tires out of everyone, I think, because Norris is on old tires, but he's way ahead of us in P1. But later on this lap, we catch Bottas napping and go for a stunning move down the inside. And lap 9, we catch up to Ricciardo and someone else. It's Tsunoda, I guess. Yeah, 3-way fight here. We need to get involved. But yeah, at the moment we're too far back. But Tsunoda, again, the car ahead of him holds him up, and we go for a move. Oh, it's Stroll. Yeah, he continues to struggle. And his Aston Martin, we get DRS from him. And maybe we can go for a move, for a similar move as we did on Bottas, but we certainly don't want to rush things. A little tap from behind as Leclerc dives into the pits and Norris continues to lead as Alonso is closing up on him on fresh soft tires, or maybe not so fresh. Yeah, but we make a move on Stroll right before the final 2 corners, and the next goal is Ricciardo, who's right in front of us basically, and Paris pits as well, so he is now in P18. Stroll pits as well, as we go for a move on Daniel Ricciardo. We had a few clashes with him before, but we get the move done. We are in P14, 5 laps left in this race. We're catching up to Joe, who's also, no, he's on the medium tires, actually. Yeah, I thought he's on the hards as well, but maybe we can make a move here. Well, not quite, as he may be on the fresh medium tires. We go fake to the right and then to the left and complete the overtake. Then again, tapping Gasly and using DRS off him. We are making good progress, and I think it's time to just sit behind Gasly and use DRS off him. But as I was saying this, we skipped to lap 11, where I decided to actually overtake him as we catched up to the Alpine guys. At least to Schumacher, who is in P10 at the moment, and we need to knock him out of the top 10, because we don't want him to score points. But he sits tight, blocks the inside and the outside. We're dancing around him, and we know we are quicker on these tires, but he is not giving up. But with the help of DRS, we go through and into P10. Lap 12, we're already behind Ocon. And notice we're already P5, because some guys actually chose the wrong strategy and pitted again with only 3 laps left. And now, somehow, we are behind Charles Leclerc. We had a huge fight with him at the Belgium Grand Prix. Remember that lost lap overtake from me. Now, yeah, it's not for P3 but for P4, and actually there are 3 laps left in this race. But yeah, our tires are pretty fine, and Norris, Albon, Latifi all on hot tires, but I think they are running on these tires from, well, I don't know, lap 3 or 4, so their tires must be absolutely dead at this moment. So dare I say we can go for podium, or maybe for P2, who knows. But for now we need to overtake Leclerc, and there are the guys ahead of us. Yeah, Albon and Latifi, or Latifi and Albon, I don't remember actually. So can this turn into an absolute banger? A fight for the lead? Maybe, as Norris is not far ahead, as Alonso even starts to close up on me, and he wants to join the party, of course, as Leclerc again brake checks us. And there is Latifi. Yeah, actually Latifi is in P3. Can we make a move on Leclerc? Oh, he gets caught up in this, and I'm looking behind, and Leclerc has actually lost it on a curb, and he's sideways into the wall, so Alonso gets ahead of him as we make an absolute dive and a half on Latifi to get ourselves up into P3. 2 laps left. Can we go for this P2 and go into the last lap? We're right behind Alexander Albon. 2 Williams cars fighting for the podium. That is just insane. But we get DRS of Albon. Let's see what we can do here with DRS and ERS. We such a close up on him. Make a move, and oh, he taps us, and we are out of this one. Honestly, what was Albon doing? He's out of this one as well. Oh, yeah, and we could go for 1-2 for our team. And instead it's Lando who scores big points for us. He's basically at the end of the lap. But maybe it was my fault, really. Yeah, I tried to finish off the move early. But yeah, Albon could have given me some more space. But anyways, we are out of the race. And now I can watch the last lap as a spectator. But there is plenty of stuff to look at as Norris comes out of the last corner and grabs his first win for McLaren this season. What a race for him. And then we have Latifi and Alonso on the podium, so no top teams here. And then Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz, all very close to each other, and Verstappen all in P7. What happened to these top guys? Even Perez, yeah, is here in P10. Schumacher really pressures him to the line, but for our sake stays behind him. Stroll P12 didn't recover as Bottas crosses the line, and this is it for the Singaporean Grand Prix. Mad results, guys. Norris, Latifi, Alonso, that is your podium. Then Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Russell is in P8 again, struggling to find pace. Then Ocon, Perez, Schumacher, Stroll, Joe, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Bottas, Gasly, Piastri, and Albon. And I have no idea why as those team colors are all the same. I don't know. And now let's look at our drivers' standings, where Checo Perez still leads, but with only 4 points advantage over Charles Leclerc, as the Red Bull man scored only 1 point this race, and it all hits up here as Sainz 11 points behind the leader and Verstappen 17 points. We get overtaken by Alonso. That is quite unfortunate, but we still have 4 races to bottle it out for P6 in the driver standings. In the second half of the standings, we have Lando finally with this win, strikes up into P12 he goes, with Latifi right behind him. 2 podiums in a row and 2 second places in a row. What is going on here? So they're now fighting for P11 with Lance Stroll. Speaking about constructors, Ferrari has taken the lead from Red Bull, and now only 2 points between them, again with 4 races to go. Mercedes 237 points behind them. That is just ridiculous. Mainly I think because Russell had a terrible year. Speaking about our team, thanks to Landa's win, we built a great margin to Alpine, 33 points between us, and surprisingly we are closing up on Aston Martin already, 12 points between us, and maybe if we continue scoring points, big points, we can even challenge them. But that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the race and the episode itself. If you did, please support me with a like and subscription. And we have 163 subscribers, so it would be great if we reach 200. I don't know, before summer or in June. Also, please join our Discord server, the official Monoposto Discord server, and leave a Google Play review for the Monoposto game. I hope you guys will have a wonderful weekend, even without the official Formula 1 race. And yeah, enjoy your life and play good games. See you guys.